let's see, so there's that. I press the button and it drops. Oh wait, it keeps dropping. Okay, so I don't actually have to press it again, that's good. Let's... oops. Let's do this. And... that. And... that. So, I mean, once again, there's no way to well, I guess if you just fall into the water, you'll die. But even if you die, you just restart from the last autosave anyway, so it's not really that bad. But this is one of the first times that you can really fail. I mean, we've had water before in the advanced aerial faceplate level, but it's not complicated. Well, it's multi-step. You have to press the button, you have to get the cube, and then you put the cube onto the button. And I mean, I don't really want to talk too much about the layout of the room, although you can kind of see everything. Yeah, you can see everything in the same room still. So it's not too complicated, although again there's multiple steps to it. So it's not completely basic stuff. Did I want to... yeah, I think I actually want to go a bit higher than this. Wait a minute. What's here? Oh, I almost missed this. Look at that. What does that say? This thing like seeing, only not with my eyes. This thing is like seeing, only not with my eyes. I don't know what that means. Anyway, distractions aside, let's carry on with the puzzle solving. So we want to do this. Do this. Put the cube down. Wow. Wow, I just failed. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me do this properly. I wasn't meant to drop the cube. But you see, I kind of failed. But there's no real punishment. I guess you have to do it again, but it's not really punishing. In fact, what am I... oh, you can't do that. I see. Oh, what am I doing? I can just come straight out. There we go. And we put the cube down. Wait, this is the first puzzle with the thermal discouragement beam, isn't it? That's interesting. It's the very first puzzle with this game mechanic, but they've made it multi-part and slightly complicated. But I mean, just now, even though I've played the game before, just doing that and getting used to walking back and forth in and out of portals with the thermal discouragement beam on it, that's getting me to become familiar with some of the concepts that will be useful later on in the game when this stuff gets more complicated.
Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Like, this is... I keep thinking back to the first time I played this and I thought this game was really easy, but I mean, compared to the first game, by rights this should be quite difficult, but it's not. And I mean, even as I'm kind of thinking really carefully about what I'm seeing and what I'm doing, it still amazes me that, you know, this, like, the puzzles play out so smoothly. Like, you never, like, I never feel like anything's impossible or like really cheap or really unfair. And yet at the same time, they seem like they should be quite complicated. But they're not.
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I saved recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure.
Bone structure? Yeah, so I'm just... See, I'm slightly bothered by the fact that I can't quite pinpoint why these puzzles are going so smoothly and the game experience is going so smoothly. And I know I've played this game before and I know what's going on and all that, but I don't actually remember.
Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too.
Oh, here we go.
Don't get up. I'll be right back. Don't touch anything.
So they lock you in by breaking the door.
Hey, up here. I found some bird eggs up here. Just dropped them into the door mechanism. Shut it right down. Bird! Okay, that's probably the bird in it that laid the eggs. Livid. Okay, look, the point is, we're gonna break out of here, alright? Very soon, I promise. I just have to figure out how to break us out of here. Here she comes. Just keep testing. Remember, you never saw me.
I went and spoke with the door mainframe. Let's just say he won't be, well, living anymore. Anyway, back to testing.
So Wheatley is trying to help us and Bird. So that was fairly basic Valve style storytelling, I guess. They lock you into a room. Like, they've got a story element they want to tell you, so they lock you into a room and force you to wait while the other guys talk to you. And then when they're done talking to you, they open the door and let you continue. So nothing too sophisticated there, although it was fairly well done. And the lines, of course, were quite funny and all that. Cube. So that releases a single cube. That's slightly confusing too, because the last button we pressed, it just kept dropping cubes, whereas this one, it only drops one. So a little bit of inconsistency there, and I'm wondering if that's a bad thing. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Something just fell into the water there. Oh, that's right, there's a secret there again. Let's see, we can come up here. Whoa, don't. This is a secret area, I believe. Yeah, so we have more artwork and more indications that somebody is living here. Oh, look at that, we can see a little bit of the backside as well of the level. It looks pretty cool. There's like bright lights and robots and everything else. What's this? That's GLaDOS. Who are you? Lost physics. Oh, what does that say? There is no magic, only lost physics. Oh, I see. There's no magic, only lost physics. Right. Anyway, let's go back out and hopefully not get ourselves killed. Oh crap. Okay, so I got myself killed. So the puzzles are progressively getting more difficult. We're learning more and more new tricks, and we're playing with more and more new toys. Yeah, that's the secret. And the puzzles are they getting more complicated? Not really. In fact, this one seems like it's easier than the last one. Look at this. We do that. And then we drop the cube. Okay, we drop the cube. And then, can I put a portal there? I can, and then we drop the cube. See, this puzzle, this level is simpler than the last one.
In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well. Enough.
Like, this puzzle is simpler than the last one. Why would they sequence it like that? I mean, it's the same tricks as the last one. You use the bridge to catch a cube and drop it on there. Like, it's... I don't understand why they would not have this before the last puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on here. They easily could have done it, and it wouldn't have affected the story, I don't think. I mean, if they talked to us a little earlier, that doesn't really make that much difference. I wonder about that. Huh. Yeah, they put a more complicated
This
one.
next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Pale spherical things. Yeah, yeah, I won't keep talking about it, but it really does seem like the last 2 rooms were out of sequence. Anyway, we're back to the turrets, which are always fun. I like these turrets. And that sounds like the Terminator music, which is funny. So again, as with Portal 1, we start off with the turret facing away from you. And let me try this. Can I sneak past it without... No, I can't.
Shutting down.
So just like the last game, you can't actually walk past the very first turret without knocking it over. So you're forced to learn, or you're forced to encounter the mechanic of you knocking over turrets to defeat them. Like, it's not even subtle. Well, I guess it's kind of subtle. But there's no way to miss it. You know, and that's important too. Did I say it? I think I've said it a few times before. Like, if you're gonna... Oh crap, I did that too fast. If you're gonna teach the player something, then you're gonna have to teach it to make sure that they learn it. And like there, like this, like the corridor even narrows a little bit. Like it even narrows into this doorway so that there's actually no way to get past without knocking him over. So you know, you really are forced to find out about how to get past that turret. And here, you notice where the pale walls are. So here you can only go behind the turret. So then, I mean, walking in front of it's gonna get you killed. So here you learn that you can sneak behind them and knock them over. And then the next one, where can you put the portal. You can only put the portal underneath it. So you learn that you can put a portal underneath it and drop it out somewhere else to defeat the turret. So in just that sequence there, you learn the 3 ways to get rid of a turret by itself. And then here, see, you can only put the portal above it. And obviously if you drop in on them, then you get shot by the other one. But there's cubes here.